Greetings all, and I know you can't see me because we still have the banner up, but hey, how you doing? Welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents, you know what it is, Collectors Lounge International, man. And when we say international, we go all out international, man. So glad to have everybody here. It's going to be a great show today. I got all my brothers on here. We got the collection bunch back, full throttle. I think we got the whole Justice League of collecting in the building. We got the charmer himself, Mr. Cam, him, you know what I mean, not yo, Cam is just Cam. And then we got the smooth talking, attention seeking Ben in the building. We got the gun show by my man Focus, Mr. Clean. Yes, he keeps his detox extremely clean. And then we also have my man Alan is back in the building, and we got the loco himself, Mr. Loco Lou, man. So everybody out there, I'm so glad to have y'all here, man. It's going to be a party today. We're here to celebrate. We're going to go all in, man. How's everybody doing? Lovely to have y'all here tonight, man. It's such a pleasure to have everybody here. And like I'm saying, man, Alan, welcome back. We know you're
Thank you,
man, but welcome back. Welcome back
Thank
in
you.
the fray. So
Thank
glad
you.
to have you here, man. What's been going on in your world, man?
Not much at all, mate, to be honest. Having some trouble with some Hong Kong resellers, but I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that always the way?
But I completely understand, man. We know how it is. But we're glad to have you here, despite the trouble that we're all probably experiencing with some of the Hong Kong resellers. We still love y'all, Hong Kong, because y'all give us the magic. Yeah. So we are so glad to have you as the tokens of our lives and everything that we love when it comes to collecting. Ben, what's going on with you, brother? So glad to have you here, man. And I'm loving the shirt. I must let me just
too jazzy.
No, it's not too jazzy, bro. It's smooth, and I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it, man. Straight up, man. How you doing, bro?
I am very good. I'm still riding a high, right, from Eurovision last night. United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Smashed it. So happy. I mean, look, it's like the World Cup. It's like the World Cup for camp people, okay? And like I've for years, watched it as we've got nil point after nil point, and last night we did not get nil point. Smashed it.
Y'all smashed it, right?
Ryder, I love you, man. You did it. You
y'all
did us
came
proud,
through.
Brother.
Y'all came through in the clutch.
I can't hear that. Very good stuff.
So glad, man. So glad. So hype, man. So good to have you here, man. I'm glad that you feel good about the Eurovision, man. You know what? The only thing is over here, like, we don't really get to see Eurovision, man. Like, I got a chance to see it when I was living in Australia, but we don't get it like that over here, man. It's crazy. Like, I loved it. Like, straight up. People need to see what's going on in the world. Stop saying contain it. Next up, we got the man, the voice, Killer Cams.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here. I feel like I'm making it deeper now on purpose. It's like, are you making your voice deeper?
Yeah,
like we're doing the Thor Star-Lord thing here. Clean up on it.
You have to go deep.
Lord.
Cam. You gotta let them know how you feeling, brother. How you doing, man?
Ladies, let's have a great afternoon. Tune in to the Quiet Storm on 98.3. That's it. That's all I got for you guys.
Yeah.
Here comes Michael Bolton. Boom. It's like, oh, everybody's in the car falling asleep. Crazy. Crazy.
Yo, here we go, man. What's going on, brother? How's your morning going on? Man?
Good, man. It's going great, man. I'm glad to be here with you guys. I missed out last week. Mother's Day. Had to take care of some things. I know you guys don't have the same Mother's Day, I guess, in the UK or overseas. So here in the United States, I had to Had to show my wife some love, you know.
Hell yeah.
Because if not, if not, we're gonna be finding a new home. Okay, where are we gonna be living? I don't know.
Come on, man. Happy wife, happy life, man.
There you go, man. Of course,
we completely understood that. I had to pull some strings after I was done with last week's show, but we pulled it all together and we held it down.
Do what you gotta do. I appreciate it.
And on top of that, you know what? Next week, not this week, but next week, vacation time. So she's loving that.
Oh
so
yeah, you're gonna be in Anaheim, right? It's gonna be nice.
Hell yeah, I cannot
have
wait.
A great time, man.
Well, anyway, Cam, thanks for being here, brother.
No, man.
Cousin Cam, thank you for
Cousin
being
Cam,
here, brother.
yeah.
Cousin Cam, thanks for being here. Next up, we got Mr. Clean himself. He always keeps the detail extremely clean. And then on top of that, he showed us his nice little display today where he was basically putting new shelving units. He said it was messy, but to me, it was nice and clean. We have Mr. Clean himself, nice and clean. My man, 1/6 Figure Focus in the building. How are you, Figure Focus?
Come on. Oh my god. I wouldn't mind, but I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Like,
yeah,
and like, you know what? You know that one line in Man in the Mirror? That's the way you want it to know. I love that. He puts some aggression into that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he's usually got the gonna make it, but then he just goes full. That's the way you want it to know. I love that.
Okay,
I want to share that with everyone.
Are we all singing tonight? We've all had a little sing song.
Yeah, we all had a little something.
Listen,
radio play or music.
That was my intro, right? That was my intro.
Oh my god!
That was just off the cuff, but I do have a little sobering story which will take 60 seconds, and it's a lesson.
Let's
everyone,
go.
all
Let's
43
hear it.
people out there. So, right. You know, we always hear, I suppose, promote responsible collecting and money management. Really, they're high-end products. They come with a high-end price tag, so we know to shop around and all that kind of stuff. You've heard this all before. I know myself and Leah are big fans of the payment plan, spreading out those payments. You don't need to day one pre-order. I think none of us are really dopoing now, and we're not just like hitting that pre-order button, because it's very easy to hit that pre-order button and drop 3 or 4 NRDs because they're like $75. You know, you have 3 of them, 25 here, 25 there, but then bang, when 3 figures drop at the one time and you're in trouble, we want to avoid that, because I always said if you do that and 3 or 4 figures drop at the same time and you've only paid an NRD and you haven't used a payment plan, you're going to get stung with a big bill. You might end up tapping out. And if that engine light comes on in your car, you are snookered. Well, today, that engine light came on in my car. No joke.
Ooh.
So I hope
Rest
it's
in
a
peace.
minor problem and not a new engine problem. So, but look, it's because I don't have like a bunch of pre-orders coming in at the one time. It'll be fine. You know, but it's funny how that
How
works out,
things
isn't
work, bro.
it?
Well,
Responsible.
you know what, bro? I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. It might be minor. I mean,
I think it's probably
praying
spark
that
plugs
is
and
something that's
coils, I'd
extremely,
imagine.
bro. It got to be
I
minor.
think it's
It
coils
has
and
to be
spark
minor.
plugs.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it minor. But man, you know what? Hopefully, we can supply a good time today, so we can keep our minds off the negative.
100%.
Straight up, so glad, man. So glad to have you
100%.
here. My man, Alan, photographer extraordinaire, is back in the building. So glad to have you here, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm not going to sing. No one wants that.
No one wanted mine either, buddy.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I've missed being here for the last like few weeks. But you know, life gets in the way, doesn't it? Sometimes you just gotta put other things first, like the kids and things like that. But
yeah.
Really glad to be back, man. It's really positive.
Yeah, man.
I love being here, so I'm looking forward to it.
Man, good. I mean, I'm bro. Look. You know, I'm always watching, and I always enjoy the photos, man. Like, I mean, so much talent across this community, man. And your photos, just like, you know what? Your photos is a gift and a curse. It's a gift because it's a beautiful thing to kind of see. It's a curse when you don't have that figure and you have to go find it.
Sorry.
And you got to spend money to get it. That's the curse.
Like that Doctor Strange in the back that I'm looking at right now.
Yes,
I'm like,
that's the curse.
He's like that guy. It's like,
bro, straight up, man. So glad.
No, thank you,
here, bro.
Thank
so
you.
Glad to
Appreciate
have you
it,
here, man. And last but not least, this man needs zero introduction. I mean, he is a hero in a half shell, man. You already know what time it is. Loco Lou, what's going on with you, brother?
Sing.
What's poppin'? Listen, I can't do because I can't do that. But the fact, hold on. Time out. The fact that Focus was on key and drinking in the Corona, he was drinking the Corona. Yo, you family for life. For life, your family, okay. You can sham on and drink with the rest of them, okay.
Yeah, right. That it surprised the hell out of me, but and was on key. So this is a man of many talents, bro.
Exactly.
A man of just many talents that we just don't know about, bro. We just find out so much more about Focus, bro. Like, what else are we gonna find out, man? Like,
listen. I got a solution to his problem, right? Since he can sing on key, right? He go straight to New York on 42nd Street with a boombox and start,
and make that money, fam. You already know what time it is. Straight up.
Because that's what I do.
Bro, he could park it. Come on, man. Park it at like 5:30 in the morning. From 5:30 to like what, 9-10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make over like a couple grand, bro. Seriously.
I know there's a couple of panhandles over there that hitters that can go over there, start breakdancing. Oh yeah, we're gonna travel the world.
Straight up.
Breakdance and just hit the streets. You can do it too. Just
straight up.
Don't show your accent to tell them that you one of them. Just do the Michael Jackson.
No. The problem is, bro, the accent itself is the selling point. That's the dope part. That's the selling point.
Not in Ireland, here in New York, but not in Ireland.
Yeah, true.
So if he's over there in his home country, he's gonna be like this. Okay, I gotta sound like a New Yorker. How do I do that? Oh yeah, let me follow Loco. let me sound like Loco. A little crazy, and then I think people will like that shit. Hold up.
He'll pull it off. I think you got it, bro. I think you got it, man. He'll. But Loco, man, thank you for being here, bro. So glad to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
So
to be
glad
with my
to have you here.
Collecting.
Man, so we got an excellent panel here today, man. I'm so glad to have. Let me address the chat real quick. We got single songwriter in the building. Thank you for being here. Renz Talentino. He did say 1 6-figure Focus. I did see that. Like, yo, that was crazy. I did like that. We got Chewy's Bendolas in the building. We got Ace Green is actually here, man. We got CT603. We got, let me see here. Brendan Riley is in here. Focus, you should treat yourself to a Pure Arch 1/3 in a smooth criminal statue. Just sent the bill to Lael, punk ass mother. Anyway, we got Brendan. We got Braden in here. We got Ahsoka K is actually out here. Daryl Drez is in the building. We got 6 Scale Gallery out there saying hello to everybody. We got Chewy's Mendola. Who else we got out here? We got the Empire Strikes is in the building. Thank you for being here. Universal Keys, Figurassic Park. Let's see who else we got. DT Artman is in the building. We got Real Limes is here. Let's see here. Who else we got? Man, we got Jim's Collectors, Cam's Collectors in there. Jim's Collector, Cam's Collectors actually out there saying what up to everybody. Chris C, Windman. Man, I think we got like a full party in this building today, and I'm so glad we do. We got Maniac UK. Let's see here. Who else we got? Joey Augustine is actually out there. We got Attention out there giving some love. Man, we got quite a few, man. And so glad to have everybody actually here. 1 6 Scale Army is out there. So, okay. Let's have this conversation, man. Like, let's just kick this off a certain way. Now, of course, Loco, we talked about this last night on Mafia's channel. We had this deep in discussion. And Focus, you kind of touched on it as well when it comes to like these price hikes itself. Cam, it's going to be interesting to see where you kind of sit with this as well. Ben, Alan, of course. But we did get that reveal of the Doctor Strange figure. Now, we already know the film was divisive. So we're not going to tap into the film. We want to know basically whether or not the films, from the film perspective, if it's changed your perspective on the actual character. I mean, on the figure release. If it's something that you're going to get, or you're like, the film sucks, so I'm not going to actually get that figure. Anyway, maybe it's not the movie that might change your attitude. It might be the price of this some bitch that actually changed your attitude, because I don't know what the hell is going on, but man, okay, we got the reveal of this Doctor Strange figure. Okay, so we got this reveal, and on top of that, the high is it's comic accurate suit, the suit that I've been waiting on for the longest time. The accessory with this figure looks great. Still some things that they can actually tweak with finally. That, I mean, they have to kind of just go back and give us the split cut boot, because we know if you actually have the in-game version or the standalone film version, it never came with that split boot cut. And the thing is, the figure itself is articulate. It's just that the range is in that the ankles, no ankle pivot, no nothing. So they got to kind of work on that. Hopefully they give us something different. But I love the suit. I love the tailoring. You know, the head sculpt, of course, like I said last night, it's a mixture between the standalone and the Infinity War version. So again, nothing wrong with that. We are getting a separate head sculpt as well, so we know we're getting that. So there's a couple of different things going on with this figure. And then, like I said, you see the separate head sculpt there, which stands to look good. You know, all things considered, you know, the cape, the accessories, everything that we got here, the dragons that come with it, you know, pretty much the accessories that we grow to really, we've already seen before with the other figures. All that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we like that, right? We can agree. But when it comes to the price, $335 for this particular figure, right? $335. Now, let's basically look at this in content, okay? So let's just press that good old pre-order button, right? So we're going to press the pre-order button. We're going to say proceed to checkout, right? This is where we're going, right? Now, I'm not logged in, so you can't really see, but we know what taxes and everything else that comes with, you know, every taxes and then shipping costs. This thing is going to be at about $400.
Yep.
Focus, I need to start with you first, bro, because you tend to always give us some good perspectives on these things and your real opinion about it, bro. Man, you have the floor, brother. Is this worth it?
Are we just talking price?
We're talking about everything. Your feelings on the figure first, but then we're going to dip into pricing.
Okay. I'll briefly touch on my opinion on the figure, and then I'll deal with the price issue. The head sculpt is phenomenal. I just think it's up there. I think the head sculpt is fantastic. They really, like 99% of the time, they do great head sculpts. Let's be honest, you know. This one is one of the examples of the long line in announcements over the last few months where the head sculpt have been really impressive, whether that's the Cosca Reeves or the quarter scale Boba Fett. It just looks great. I love that the outfit is lifts from the comic. I always love that, the way they pick and choose and they give those nods to the comic book accuracy. I actually think the dragon effects are fantastic. I think they look really well. I would use them. I do use the Mandalorian flame effect and the Incinerator Trooper flame effect. They don't really take me out of it too much, like the Electro argument, the opposing argument I was making a few weeks back. But I think it looks really good. Price-wise, this is, you're not getting as much bang for your buck with this figure as opposed when compared to the Spider-Man No Way Home one. If you look at the Spider-Man No Way Home one, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper and it comes with an absolute ton of accessories. If you go and just go to the Unsideshow there to the Spider-Man No Way Home version.
Yeah, I'm actually going to that now.
Thank you. And if you pull up the image where it shows everything it comes with, I believe he comes with kind of an expanded kind of a base. He comes with a kind of cauldron where he casts a spell, which basically, you know, sets the plot in motion for No Way Home. An array of different effects. It comes with a lot and it's cheaper and it's still a fantastic looking figure. Now, I don't have a Doctor Strange in my collection. If I was going to get one, it'd be a toss-up between the No Way Home one and the new one. But I didn't like the film, so that really holds me back and kind of makes me not want to buy the new one, but the head sculpt draws me back in again. Now, on the price side of things, I do think the No Way Home one is definitely more bang for the buck. What actually, any product, what actually controls the price is supply and demand. If something's in a scarce supply, the price tends to go up. I'm not making excuses for Hot Toys, right? I'm just going to say that with the last 2 years, the price of some obscure things have become like astronomical because of the lack of there's a lack of supply. So if you think of this, these are mostly made from plastic. Oil, especially what's going on in the world as well with in the the war that's going on at the moment and the control for oil and stuff like that. Like plastic's made from oil, so therefore the price of oil is going to go up. Therefore, the price of plastic going up. So that's definitely a factor. I'll give you a case in point. Secondhand cars over here, and I presume in different parts of the world now, are going up in value because there's a massive shortage of microchips. And that's, I think, from made in China and stuff like that, because they're on a backlog and there's a serious supply shortage. So therefore the price of microchips goes up. So therefore, like, people are basically selling their secondhand cars for a lot more. You can't even buy a lot of secondhand cars over here because they're holding their value and increasing so much. So my point is, Hot Toys are being affected by this as well. Some of the raw materials they need to make their figures has definitely been affected. But I don't want to sound like I'm making an excuse for them. I'm being a realist. The flip side of that is they're taking liberties. I do think they're taking liberties, and they're saying, okay, we've had a rough 2 years. We need to recoup some of those losses. Yeah, some of our parts and supplies and raw materials we need have gone up in value. We're definitely going to increase the price. But instead of like increasing the price to compensate for that, I think they're taking a bit more as well off the top. I definitely think they're taking liberties here. So this is Iron Man prices, really. You did it there. You factored in the shipping. You factored in the tax. This is Iron Man prices. There's no die cast here. It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be this price. I think if this was around 305, maybe even 315, people might have looked the other way. But because it's just creeping up there now, I think I can see why people are, giving out about it. Do you know the could you focus on that that one slide that shows everything he comes with?
Yeah.
I think it's a ton, because for me, you're not just getting a figure, you're getting a diorama there. If you have him posed on the base with the cauldron, all the magical effects, it even has that box as well, which traps the spell. I think this one's better value, but the head sculpt is not as good. Like, just being completely objective on this, the head sculpt is not as good. So I think the new one's overpriced, but the head sculpt is better. That's the summary. They are taking liberties, I think.
You do bring up an interesting point, that the liberties that they're actually taking with it. On top of that, trying to recoup everything that was lost and has continuously been lost since the pandemic. The constant shutdown of production manufacturers. That definitely is key there. And this one is a better value. And this is at 315 versus the other one that doesn't have, this diorama with it at 335. You know what I mean? So my thing is, it's like, okay, we have this one. This one was released. The other one was just released. Would everybody consider this one over the other, or would they cancel this one for the other? Or due to pricing, are people just going to say F it and cancel both? You know what I mean? So it is something to definitely take into consideration. And on top of that, consider, if we don't get that many variances, you have this one, you have the other one, you can actually swap head sculpts and say there's a variant of both. You know what I mean? So who knows? But that's if you want to spend that much money. You know what I mean?
They're going to sit.
Exactly.
I think they're definitely going to sit. I think if you're patient, you really want this, don't bother pre-ordering, don't bother doping. Wait for a few months after the Hong Kong resellers have this been released, and wait until Sideshow gets it, and then there's going to be those deals. I think they're going to come, and I think this one will probably sit more than the other one because of the strength of the head sculpt and the other one. But then again, the price of the other one, people might gravitate toward these. If I had to get one, and they're both the same price, even though this one comes with more, for me, I would get the newer one because of the head sculpt and the outfit and the way it has the kind of the comic book likeness and stuff like this. But yeah, I do think this one is the better value overall, though.
Yeah, you're right. And that you I couldn't have said it better. Is it the value, and the other one is, especially with everything that it actually comes from, it just makes more sense. Cam, and I know basically, us and pretty much all of us on the panel being, Marvel fans, fans of the IP itself, also fans of Hot Toy, and Hot Toys in general. Cam, knowing that, I mean, again, I would say, all of your collecting itself consists of Marvel figures.
Right.
Looking at this price, what do you think, brother? Like, what do you think? First off, what do you think about the figure? And then what do you think about the price, bro?
So the figure, I think, is spot on. They did a great job, honestly. From head to toe, that like Focus was saying, that head sculpt, it's a prize-winning head sculpt, honestly. And you can see that they've been taking a lot of extra time in the past couple of releases that they really want to get this stuff right,
Yeah.
So taking that into consideration, I feel like this is why they're trying to, I don't want to say inflate, but they're trying to put up the price, a little higher than we would usually see. But I feel like this might be the new norm is what we're looking at, as far as the prices rising and things getting a little bit more expensive. I mean, because I don't think over there currently, I work for a company that actually, I can't say who, but a company that I work for has that issue with the microchips, like Focus was talking about. So just knowing that they're probably going to get ready to go back into lockdown is what I've been hearing. We could be seeing, prices rise because they're trying to recover, so I'm definitely going to wait for sure. So when it drops, I'm definitely trying to see, like Focus said, if, a couple of those resellers are going to go ahead and put it out and drop those prices and put out some deals. It won't be a pre-order for me. I don't think anything's a pre-order for me right now because I don't think anybody's wallet would be able to stand all the things that are soon to be coming out, and plus the things we haven't even seen yet to come out this year. So I honestly, I mean, it's an amazing figure. I'm definitely going to add it to my collection. I'm debating on getting the other one, the No Way Home version, because I don't have an Infinity War version, and that costume is very similar to the Infinity War version and Endgame version. So I want to add them both, but no time soon. I don't see that happening. I'm definitely gonna wait on it for sure.
Same here. Again, I don't think any of us right now are in the business of pre-ordering any of these figures as of right now. We're waiting, and I think there's what you say, Focus?
Just the best bit of advice you'll hear all day is what Cam says. Regardless of how much you love any piece that gets released from Hot Toys now, there is no need to pre-order. Like case in point, that Batman with the bat signal from the Batman, that's I'm getting that. That's definitely going to happen. I'm not going near it, but that's exactly the best piece of advice you're going to get is that what Cam says. Nothing at the moment needs to be pre-ordered.
Yeah.
And on the reseller thing, brings it back to 6-scale scavengers. It's our time to be actual scavengers. You wait until it drops. You keep an eye on the resale market. You look at the whether it's your T-Dubs, your Lion Rock toys, or your Toys Buying Agent, whatever it is. You compare those and you scavenge, and you'll get deals, I think.
Definitely, I do agree. I definitely agree. Ben, what's up, brother? What? I mean, again, bro, we. And the thing is, like, not to kind of harp on what Focus was saying earlier about the check engine light on his car basically coming on. I'm using that as an example of the simple fact that the L's of reality, you know what I mean? A simple fact that we deal with everything that's going on right now, price hikes, whether it's gas, groceries, utilities, property value, property taxes, you know what I mean, travel expenses. Like, damn, it cost me for two tickets to Celebration, Star Wars Celebration, return tickets to California, cost me $1,300, literally.
Crazy.
And that's effing insane. No. I take that back. It was $1,013. That's still a lot.
What would it usually be?
Bro, usually you can get great deals to Los Angeles, California. Like literally, I used to get tickets, return tickets back and forth, great deals, especially the site that I go through for like $250 a ticket.
Wow,
you know what I mean? Sometimes,
double the
yeah,
price.
literally, like right when the pandemic hit, and I'm pretty sure all of us that live in the United States can understand when the pandemic hit. Yo, these airports, like, well, right after when they were making travel a bit more easier, and they were down on it. Yo, expenses on that, like you can get tickets. My cousin of mine got a ticket to Los Angeles, California for $99. They got a friend of mine got tickets to Puerto Rico for like $100.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Hot girl summer was real. Okay, during the
hot
pandemic.
girl summer was
it was like
real, man.
They was like, please come to Miami.
Exactly.
It was crazy. I was like,
yeah, like it was nuts out there. Like they were buying.
Nothing
They wanted,
to do.
like literally, they would.
Yeah, exactly.
nothing to do.
They were literally throwing tickets at people to try to travel and stuff like that, even though beaches were shutting down. Well, Florida, they were just a bit more lenient. They didn't care. They was like, yeah, we open.
Florida,
Get out
a little
there.
different. They're a little different.
They're a little different. But that's what I'm saying. Like dealing with these expenses, dealing with everything that we actually see right now, Ben. Like, do you see something like this entering your collection? Even though we know, as comic fans, this is the closest that we're going to get the comic accurate when it comes to these figures. What say you, bro?
So the figure itself is near enough as perfect as you can get, I think. I absolutely love this, the costume design and the work the team did in putting this together for the film. It's probably one of my favorite elements of the film is the kind of costume design across the production. So that's amazing. I saw an image earlier on one of the groups where it literally showed the kind of free head sculpts, and the evolution is amazing, you know, to kind of see it get better and better. And that's exactly what you want, and exactly what you want from figures and stuff. And I do think they've pretty much hit a kind of 9.5, near enough 10 on this head sculpt now. So that's great for me. And I love the effects. I love the dragon eels or magic eels or whatever the hell they are. Like one of my favorite runs in the comics is the Chris Bacallo, Jason Aaron run. And you had lots of zany kind of creatures and stuff like that. Like one of the bits of the film I loved is with those big like monster fists and stuff. It's a shame maybe we didn't get more accessories like that. But yeah, and the handcuffs excite me. Because, spoiler warning, does that mean we are getting Illuminati figures to go with handcuffs? Because it's like, why would he have the handcuffs, you know? Or at least a Baron Mordo to kind of stand behind him, maybe. That would be cool. But yeah, so the figure is great, but the cost of these things now, I mean, in the UK, right, it's the same. It cost me $10 to get to Manchester from where I am, and it's about a 20-minute train, and it's £10, which is what, I don't know, $15 for you guys, $16 maybe. It's ridiculous. So just to kind of get to work. And also a Freddo used to be 10p when I was little, and a Freddo is now what, 25p, lads?
There's only 3 of us now that know what a Freddo is. Come on, give me some
like that. What's going on right now? Who is Freddo?
It's a little chocolate bar shaped as a little
chocolate frog.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, why she not letting you go to work? Freddo.
I'm familiar with it living in Australia. Like they had it. Yeah.
But anyway, like it's happening across the board, and there is this element of kind of it's inevitable and it's unavoidable. And at some point, Hot Toys were going to rip off the plaster and give us a figure at this price. I'm surprised they did it with this and not with like 3PO, which was die-cast, for example.
Yeah,
and it kind of would have prepared us. Maybe if 3PO was cost a little bit more, you might have kind of gone, oh, okay, this is where we're going. And then when Doctor Strange came, it wouldn't have been so much of a shock as everyone kind of got this week with that.
Yeah.
The thing is with these now, and for me as a sort of fairly new collector as well, like there is an element of like, so if I want a t-shirt, you know, I've got Primark that does them for £3, or I can go to River Island and pay £15 for a nice t-shirt. I don't do that because they don't do size fat in River Island. It's very annoying. But my point is that, like, okay, cars. If you want a Mercedes-Benz, you're ready to kind of pay that price, and it's going to kind of last, and you're going to get a certain kind of quality product.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go for a Vauxhall Nova or whatever, like, you ain't going to get that. So I don't know. It's just like it was inevitable, and I think we can't do anything about it, and it's not going to go down now. So we kind of just have to realize that this is, as Cam said there, the new norm, unfortunately. So here we are.
Yeah.
But it's a no from me, because I don't feel like, even as a comic book reader, Doctor Strange was never he's never in my top 10 characters, and even his kind of significance in the MCU, it's never been, I aired my grievances with the film and stuff, and it's just not a character I feel like I have that emotional connection or passion for.
to as of right now.
I'm going to kind of look at it from afar and appreciate and live vicariously through you lot who will probably buy it.
I get it. I definitely get that, man. And that's definitely to be something, to look at. I'm gonna say local for last, because I already know local somewhat feelings on this, but Alan, what you feel about this, man?
Yeah, I think I echo everyone else when I say that it looks great. I love it. I love, it's the best like Benedict Cumberbatch sculpt that we've seen. Someone sent me on Instagram, I think it was V Collectibles, kind of their head sculpt, compared to the new Hot Toys one, and he said, which one do you think looks better? And I couldn't pick one. I thought that, like, Hot Toys are really, it looks like they're trying to match, all of these kind of artists who are, making their own kind of bespoke head sculpts and stuff like that. They're really shooting for the moon, I think, when it comes to these, like the recent head sculpts. So I think that's great. I do really want it, to be honest. I really want it, but you just have to see what happens with the prices and things like that. I feel like in general, I'm kind of starting to wind down anyway. I think I was working out before, and I think I'm only really into buying like 3 this year, and compared to last year, that's a lot less. And that is just because the cost of everything, and space, mainly space. Like that's the one thing that I can't really buy more of at the minute. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do really want to, because I really did enjoy the film. I thought it was good. It had issues, but on the whole, I thought it was great. And I love Benedict Cumberbatch as Strange. And I'd love to just photograph that sculpt. I'd love to.
Yeah, I want you to get it, Alan, just so that we can see your photo.
That was where I was kind of going with it as well.
The whole time he was talking, I was literally thinking, I want to see what he does with that head sculpt.
Yeah, that's I think that's where we're all at right now. We want to see which, the magic that you're gonna pull off with this. So I can't wait, bro, because your stuff is simply
also
amazing, man. Yeah,
what Ben said about the handcuffs, I know it's a very weird thing, but it excites me as well. In only, I don't know what it is about.
You got some kiki people in the panel. You got some kiki fixers up in the bad boy.
I knew he was making fun of me because I froze.
I thought I was the only one, but okay.
I froze during that whole thing, and it comes back and I hear handcuffs and Shane as a guy. Here he goes. Because I'm getting that Loki.
Yeah, there's something about like a supervillain or a superhero. I think of Man of Steel when Superman's in the handcuffs, and he's in the handcuffs because he lets them, like he just like breaks out to them easily. I think there's something really cool about that visual of like, it's a cool visual. I would, be tempted to display him kind of like that, because he's It's cool.
Because
It looks
he's
cool.
choosing to be restrained. Like,
Yeah.
the handcuffs on him are.
Yeah.
It's like
Kind
a
of
waterproof
pointless.
tea bag. Like, it's just, chocolate teapot.
Yeah.
What you want is a third party to do the Ultron sentries.
Yes.
Two of them
Oh,
either
yeah.
side of him like that. Yes, please.
Well, I feel like they
Yeah.
tease something in there, like in in the photos on here. Like when you see the photos with that purplish glow on him, or either there's what is that ball? Like what is that in front of him right there on that last photo? I've been trying to figure out what the one right before this. So what is that in his hand? Is that, am I missing something in the movie, or what is that he's like grabbing right now?
I don't know.
So that's why I was like, they're dropping some type of teaser, and then they also have like this purplish glow on the next photo. So, I knew it. I knew it. Yes. It's like no. But it's like it's they're like, they're dropping little hints like they usually do, not like full on Mace body right in front of a droid, but like they're adding something to it, which I think is cool. So
how long do you think it's going to be before someone types Mephisto?
Next 5 seconds probably. Like
I'll wait.
So yeah, but go ahead, Cam, finish, man.
Oh no, that was it, man. I thought it was cool how Hot Toys adds these little small Easter gestures or hints and Easter eggs in here to make us kind of
the
wonder.
Side of a face like that. Is that Ben?
Because I'm like,
attention
what is that? That's him.
Yeah, man. Cool. I mean, that's the thing. Is like, who knows? Pretty much where they're going to go with it. I mean, listen, if you don't give us the entire Illuminati, or give us the Illuminati, give us Baron Mordo. You know what I mean? I would love to actually have that.
Mordo,
we
need him.
Yeah,
we definitely need him. Especially like the scene with both of them fighting together. I would love that. So definitely, we would need something like that. I would love to have that. But Loco, man, I'm gonna go to you, man. I'll close us out on this particular subject with this figure price. Okay. First figure in price, man. What's your feelings on it?
All right, before we get to the price, man, I just gotta say, thank God I'm not the only one who has a thing for handcuffs. Because, like, it's not so much of me I like wearing them. It's not so much that I like wearing them. It's the fact that I like putting them on people. You know, let me stop. Let me stop. But the price is a turnoff. And here's the thing: this is something to expect from Hot Toys, because it's nothing new under the sun. They've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Every year it's a $10 to $15 hike, and then halfway through the year they do it again, and then they do it again, and do it again to get you normalized on the price point when something new comes out. Yeah. What justifies it? Everything on this figure is new, with the exception of some of the shield magic effects. Those are obviously reused. The cape is tailored new. The outfits tailored new. The bands and the boots are new. Even the sash is kind of new. Yeah. So you're getting a lot of new stuff with this figure, even the new head sculpt. But they threw in an older head sculpt with a new third eye in it, which I thought was a nice touch. Give you different variety. Back to those handcuffs. Those could work for anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Doctor Strange. You can use it for anyone in whatever you're gonna display this figure with. Also, the effects with the dragons and his little fruit by the fruit foot roll up kind of thing hanging down from his finger.
Fruit roll up.
It's a fruit roll up. It's literally a fruit roll up.
It's like, you said it. You were thinking it.
I was thinking it, brother. I was hungry, bro. I want candy right now. But anyway, see, fruit by the foot right there. But this is nice. It's a different interpretation of the one that we got from the previous Doctor Strange, which actually wraps around the foot of whoever is at the other end of it. But you also get the Book of Ashanti, which is synonymous with Doctor Strange. And this is the hard part for me. This is the Strange that I've always wanted. That's why I didn't get anybody else. Because if I'm going to go all comic booky, I need to get everyone in the comic book format that I like. And that's why I'm very picky choosy. And I came into the game late. And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna go Avengers, how do I want them to look? So do I go 2012 Cap and then get Doctor Strange from his last movie? Do I get Iron Man from Endgame? Do I get them looking more classic comic booky, or do I get them looking more modern comic booky? And for me, this fits the bill for what I want to display. Problem is price, because I said it before. Once that 335 that's on the standard turns into $400, I'm tapping out for a standard figure like Yelena. Yelena's a standard figure. She comes with a shitload of hands for no reason. All you need is a pistol hands, a fist, and an open hand. And pockets, plenty of pockets. But plenty of pockets. But you know, for me, it doesn't warrant the price hike on a figure like that. Like here, I can see you slide it in. You know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be a little sneaky with it. Here you go. It's like, yeah, that's the bill. Yep. Don't forget the tip. The tip is the tax. The shipping. Oh yeah, it was just delivered to you, so you already know you paid for it. But I can't. I can't justify day one pre-ordering this. This is going to be one of those ones that I'm gonna have to go to salvage my wallet and wait. And even though everything goes up in life, the last thing to go up in life is your paycheck. Unfortunately. So
truth. Facts.
So the only thing you have to wonder is what's more important. Because I remember clearly yesterday, my brother Holloway on the Top, the host of the show, said he paid $7 for apples. Apples, man. Apples here in
bag
the
of
States,
apples, bro. $7.
For a bag of apples is
crazy. And Cam, you in the DMV, so you already know what that is, bro.
Facts. So if we're looking at a scale of price, I understand people are hurting in different formats, but this is just going to push people to bargain buy or to collect smarter or really dilute their collection to a certain extent. Like this would really push me going backwards from the 12 scale, going to 12 scale again, and just collecting Mezcos.
Yeah.
Because they're more affordable. I could collect more of them and display them in tiers and just like cover a whole surface with it. It's not quite Marvel Legends, but it still follows the same, format of a hot toy, which is soft goods and so on and so forth with the accessories. And the boxes also, they take up a lot of space, just like a hot toy. So they have that. Everything matches with that. But once the money goes up, then we can be like, okay, all right, I'm making $50 an hour. I think I can muscle this $400 figure. Yeah, but it still hurts. It hurts.
Definitely.
And family first, always.
Definitely. We got 100 people, actually 102 people out there watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Here's my prediction though. This is what's going to be crazy about this, man. We already know that we're getting Wanda next, right? And the WandaVision version of this figure, I think, is like $278 right now. Might be a little bit cheaper. Might be a high possibility that one might even be over $300. Okay. But
I reckon it will.
Yeah. But I have a prediction that after we see that figure, who do you think is going to be released next after her? It may not even come as a surprise.
I heard real quick. I heard 4 releases for this film only. Only 4.
Okay.
So we already seen
one of
2.
the 4. One of the 4. What do you think it's going to be?
There's only 2 people it could be. It's only 2 people it really could be, honestly.
Wong in America.
Or Mordo and America.
Wait, I'd say they'll do a Zombie Strange before they'll do America because she's just young. Unfortunately, my predictions would have been.
Yeah, we have seen the Cosbaby version of that too already.
We've seen a Cosbaby version of it. But you're missing somebody.
Yeah,
you're missing somebody.
Pretty sure Dark Strange is gonna come out, bro.
You're still missing somebody.
Defend Ponytail Strange.
You're still missing somebody.
Oh, the guy hitting himself in the face that made me wait 20 minutes. Yeah.
You're still missing somebody. No. You're still missing somebody. And we got to keep in mind that we know it's not a thing of likeness. It's about what sells and what's demanded and what they know. And if there's always a high profile actor or actress, they're going to go after it. We might even see a
clear.
Clear.
Yeah,
we might even see a clear.
Yeah. I mean, we do have this. You do have this purple like glow right here on them, so that's possibility.
Exactly,
could be getting that.
You could see a clear. There's a high possibility that we can get a clear.
She actually posted or someone posted a video of her in her suit getting like promo pics, 360 kind of pics being taken, and I was like,
rounded. Yep,
so
interesting.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility.
There's a high possibility, and on top of that, considering the simple fact that number one, we're looking at she's a high-profile actress out there. Number one, they want to actually sell the money. You know, they want to sell this product. They're trying to make as much money as possible. We did get an Angelina Jolie for the Eternals, and that was like one of the first that they released. They're going to milk this as much as they can. If we don't get an America Chavez, bro, if we don't get a Wong, if we don't get a Mordor, come on, man. And I think we will. I think it'll be pushed somehow that we'll get it. But I know almost exactly we will possibly get, a Clea, in which a Clea as a companion piece of Strange. I mean, I loved her story art. I mean, for anybody who's actually seen or read the death of Doctor Strange, yeah, we could. It could be possible. It's a bit deep of where they go with it, bro. But yeah, I think the moral of the story with this figure, man, for everybody's out there getting it, if you're gonna get it, that's fine. But just err on the side of caution. Don't pre-order it right now. Don't, because you're not gonna have to. Just wait till closer to the release. Do not pre-order this piece. Don't sit on it. Don't do yourself. Because here's the thing, man. I mean, they have two figures now. They basically revealed one from No Way Home, and then they did this one, and there's more to come. Some of these figures are going to sit, like y'all been saying. It's going to sit. It's going to sit. So just err on the side of caution and just wait. But if this price hike keeps going up the way it has right now, and there was one thing that I actually said on this on Mafia show yesterday. The only thing I could think about here is a simple fact that this is from Hot Toys' perspective. This is what they're saying. InArt revealed one particular figure, which was their Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker. Just for the stand or the what was it? The sculpted version, single sculpted version. How much was that figure?
About 346.
After the taxes and stuff like that, because originally it was 290.
1.6 kit. We're doing it for free worldwide shipping, 346, and I think they marked down customs as well.
Okay, so $346, and they're talking about people are basically paying for that. You think Hot Toys is looking at that saying, well, we've been in the game for like the longest. If you're going to pay those prices, then obviously you're going to pay this.
Of course.
Also, as well, on these streams, I didn't hear many people moan about the price of those InArt figures.
Well, here's another thing though. They have innovation technology when it comes to the magnetic hands and arms and stuff like that. You know, it's a different thing. Plus, you have the actual wool tailored jacket. It's thin enough to put them on and whatnot, and they're interchangeable from what I was hearing as far as like
you know what
the outfit. So
you know what, Ben, you're right. You didn't hear people complaining, and that was because of the strength of the prototype images, the strength of the head sculpt, the rooted hair, and how, as Loco Lou said, that coat sat. But if the product does not match those photos, you are going to hear everyone complain about it. You'll hear me, but I'm going to go straight back to the retailer first. This isn't what I paid for. I'll chance my arm. I'll probably be told, jog on, but I will make a stab for it before. Like, you know me, I don't do the whole Facebook group things. If I'm not happy with something, I go straight to the customer service of that place.
Of course.
And they may tell you to jog on. They might show you that little fine print. Might be some slight differences, but how do you define slight differences to something not being good enough for? If that jacket sits bulky, it's not okay. If the hair is all over the place, not okay. If the head sculpt is not on point, not okay. So that's why you didn't hear anyone complaining, I'd say. I think a lot of people are thinking this is a one-off. And as Loco Lou says, the magnetic arms and all those things, provided they work.
Yeah.
Provided they work.
Yeah.
And
provided
magnetic
it looks exactly the magnetic base, the real wood diorama and the real bars.
metal.
It has to be what was advertised.
Exactly. Yeah, on
just
point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I know I'm going on a bit. Just Loco Lou made a great point there about the hot toys, the prices, inflation. Look, there's a great book called. Sorry, I don't mean to be shilling now. I'm going slightly off tangent. There's a great book called The Bitcoin Standard. It's less about Bitcoin and more about how money works. It's a really, really good read. And it just kind of goes through the history of money and currency. It's a great book if you want to read, even if you have no interest in crypto, Bitcoin, but it really outlines the history of money through the ages and eventually it goes on to Bitcoin, whatever. But the inflation obviously has been happening since the dawn of time. It's the dawn of currency, should I say. But Loco's right. That little $15 a year, it's slowly and slowly. It reminded me of this really, really short story. This, hello.
She says hi.
I thought she was going to do the like, subscribe.
No,
thing.
Yeah. You want to say hi, like, share, comment, subscribe. Say
she's not wrong.
Say collectors international. All right.
You heard her. But the way he describes it, like he's right, because it's a slow death. It's like $15 a year. It's very slow. The story I heard was about, like, I don't know where I heard it, was on a movie or something. It's about these two frogs. Like if you throw a frog into boiling hot water, the frog will get such a shock it may actually kick hard enough and jump straight out and survive. Whereas you put a frog into water that's kind of cool and gradually increase the temperature. So, this is kind of balmy. He might just boil to death, So, like, essentially, like, we are the frogs. We are the frogs. If you turned up like a few years back, if you're like Doctor Strange, $400, you'd be like, not a chance. But now the way they're gradually increasing the product, it's okay. And now you're thinking, okay, maybe it's not okay now.
Yeah, that I definitely agree. So again, everybody err on the side of caution when it comes to these things, man. I want to move on to something else here. Speaking of InArts, there was an announcement that was actually made last week, a couple days ago, and a list that was displayed. And I don't know about everybody else, but it was a list that kind of made me extremely happy because of, again, with Focus said, they showed us product that was something that we can resist. And if it's on par with that, now mind you, we haven't seen production photos yet, so we gotta be careful. But still, with that being said, though, still looks kind of good. InArts basically announced 2022-2023 InArt production plan, and this list, we got the Batman, Mira, Black Adam, Focus. We got Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. We got Ben Affleck, Batman. We got Wonder Woman. They didn't say which version. We got Superman. They didn't say which version yet. We got Focus, Christian Bale, Batman, bro. That's a way Gandalf. To all your Lord of the Rings fans, we got Gandalf, Legolas, Aragorn, Ringwraith, Will Foxification. If you are watching, we got Pennywise.
He about to lose it.
We got Daenerys Targaryen, Harry Potter, and for all those Dune fans, we got Paul Atreides from Dune.
Yeah.
They said stay tuned.
KG.
Now,
Harry Potter, I'm excited for.
The two, or I want to say the three that I'm most excited for: Wonder Woman, Superman, Black Adam. And I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with this Joaquin and this Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I know there's a lot of crap that people are giving Mira, but I'd still get it. I'm not gonna lie. I would still get it if it looks good.
That thing's happening right up the street from me too, which is so crazy.
I wonder
Right.
what
Like that's in the
assess-
county I live in, bro. That's so wild. Like
What
it's happening.
the trial?
Fairfax County? Yeah, Fairfax County. I live in Fairfax County.
When are you?
right up
when
the
are you
street from
giving
me.
evidence, Cam? When are you?
Well, I'm not allowed to say on camera.
You're not allowed to do
wondering,
it.
I
Don't.
don't want to self-incriminate.
What accessories do you think Mira will come with?
She needs to come with a.
I don't want to
with a
touch
bed
that
for-
one.
A bed for the pool, man. I need to see some crawfish on that bed sheets, bro. Some crawfish on that bed sheets. Leftovers. Bro.
Real quick, $5 super chat by Brendan Raleigh. FYI, just confirmed the secret base price for Strange is $266 USD. Food for thought.
Wow. See?
Very interesting.
That's more than 30%, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
See. Anyway, yeah, that is definitely food for thought. I'm gonna start with you, Alan, first. Now you see this list, man. Which on this list, what figures intrigue you the most?
I would say the Ben Affleck Batman. I think they'll probably do a Batman v Superman version. I don't know why. I feel like that's the direction they're going. And the Christian Bale Batman, as well as Pennywise. And I'm curious to see the difference. Like, where Hot Toys zigged, are they going to zag, or are they going to, what could they do differently with these figures? Like, are the materials going to be different? Will the capes be better? Will the likenesses be better? It's really intriguing, man. It's interesting. I'm really excited to see what happens with it, to be honest.
Yeah, and we know basically and here's the thing, is if they're going to go the route of, with any of these figures, giving us rooted hair, instead of sculpted. Is it
Pennywise?
or sculpted?
I've seen a few customizers doing rooted hair on the Hot Toys Pennywise. I'd love to see that out the box come with rooted hair, because we've had the sculpted version. It was awesome. But I think they could do a lot with that. It's really,
and so far we can tell, like, they're really, really excelling with their diorama pieces. You know what I mean? So we could see, with Pennywise, could they give us two versions, or could it be just like one? Or
with,
who knows?
From the Well House, that would be awesome.
The spider version. I want a spider version for real.
That would creep me out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bring it with me, bro. I'll come over to the table like this kid. Watch it move. Just look at it long enough.
I hate spiders so much.
But you love Spider-Man though, right?
You got me looking around in this basement because I did. Yeah, I do love Spider-Man, but I'm saying, bro, still, Spider-Man versus spiders. Yeah, I'm just not cool with them things, bro. But now, Alan, I agree, man. Like, straight up, it is interesting, especially that Ben Affleck, Batman. But I mean, people know I'm most intrigued by Wonder Woman, because, like I said, I just want to see how that's going to look and which version they're going to give us.
Are they going to go seamless like Hot Toys did? Are they, are they going to try and fix the peeling and the cracking issue? Yeah,
true.
What could they do with that?
Is it going to be like more silicone based or something like that? We don't know. We got a $5 super chat by Chris C. Every U.S. seller has Strange for $330 or $350, not just Sideshow. It's $292 plus shipping from Toys Wonderland second batch. Good observation, bro. Like, these prices, man, Chris C. It's man. Woo. Anyway,
economics.
Yeah, exactly. Economics for sure. Ben, you see this list. What intrigues you the most, bro?
Well, nothing bloody intrigues me because there's no Suicide Squad.
I feel you, bro.
Absolutely raging. No, like, jokes aside, I am disappointed. I am really disappointed because I kind of had my heart set on InArt coming in to kind of represent that film. And the things that made me think that is obviously, the Warner Brothers licenses and stuff.
Yeah.
But they explicitly had the Suicide Squad kind of logo as part of their, you know, when they showed all the logos of the, you know, licenses they've got and stuff. So I was expecting at the very least a red dress or a beach Harley Quinn, you know, in this first wave. And
true,
for me, that it feels bonkers that you're doing like Mirror before you're doing that, you know. But it is what it is. I would say that it's quite ambitious. I think there's a lot there in a year, and I don't know whether. Hopefully not. Hopefully they succeed and it's all fantastic. But you know, I don't know whether they've maybe bitten off more than they can chew, and they should have kind of took their time and just had a real solid year of like 4 or 5 like real quality figures that kind of got everyone talking and got that kind of you know, buzz going. But we'll see. I would potentially be interested in the Phoenix Joker. It's interesting that's the only one they've called limited, so I don't know kind of what the numbers will be with that, and whether it will like purely be a rooted hair kind of option only, and they won't split it like they did with the Heath Joker. I you know, Lord of the Rings and Dune, and you know, it doesn't really tickle my balls the same way that other kind of franchises do. So you know, I get it. Like I saw the Gandalf and I was like, that looks great. But
pure poetry.
Do it for me.
First the hate cuffs, then the tickle. Bro, we need to talk. We need to sit down.
Like,
we need to
sex bots are about to pop up in a second. We're gonna be like, cancel their ass, get them out of here.
I'm not as eloquent as you guys. Okay, I'm not as eloquent with my words as you guys. But yeah, basically, like it's probably about 20% of stuff on here excites me, to be honest. Like, and yeah, it will be interesting to see kind of what the price point is and whether they're going to do the kind of sculpted and rooted options on every single figure, or if some figures are only going to be, you know, rooted hair. Because rooted hair, I'm tapping out on every single one because I just can't. I can't be living that life, unfortunately. But
with the rooted,
just the price point is just too much, and it you know, it doesn't. If I had one rooted hair figure now, it would stick out like a sore thumb. In my collection because nothing else is. So I don't know, but I mean, look, Batman all day long. You know, I'll take all the Batman. So it's going to be interesting. Harry Potter's a really interesting one as well because it's like what age? Potter, because
which Harry Potter?
Which Harry Potter? Because, like, you know, young children 1/6 scale figures we haven't got a lot of. We've only just got those kind of 3-0 Stranger Things coming out, and I know that Ace Toys did some figures, and they're a bit hit and miss, mostly miss. So I'm just gonna kind of watch this from afar and with great interest.
I am. You know what? I am surprisingly enough interested in seeing what this Daenerys Targaryen is going to look like as well. Because it's such a beautiful figure, and you know, if they're going to give us the mother dragons with a nice little diorama base or a diorama piece, that would be interesting.
I hope she's naked with dragons.
Bro.
Yes. I'm with Ben on this one. I'm with.
Not sure how my wife would feel about that purchase. But
it don't matter. It don't matter.
Babe, look what I got.
Here's the thing, though. They are literally
don't even show it. Leave it there.
They're literally saying right now, and they are the ones who jumped on before we even got an announcement. You know, well, we got an announcement, or they told us that they have the IP. Hot Toys said that they have the IP for Black Adam, but they're going on and saying we're giving you Black Adam. You know what I mean?
Rock figure. That's the first 1/6 scale.
Well,
Johnson, as far as I know.
G.I. Joe. They did give us basically the G.I. Joe version. So yeah, they did give us that.
That's why.
Yeah, so they did give us that. That's why I forgot.
Right.
But it didn't really look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at the time because I think he was still with WWE.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. But I mean, still, they're jumping into that phrase. Like, I mean, that says a lot. Cam, you see this list, man. Which one would you say kind of sticks out to you as being, you know, a level of interest? It's like, yo, I might dip into this.
Yeah, man. So I've already dipped and dabbled with the Heath Ledger InArt, as you know. So I'm kind of already you know, being pushed that way already. So for me, there's honestly 2 on here that stick out. Well, honestly 3, because like Ben said, the Harry Potter kind of interests me a bit because I'm trying to figure out exactly which one they're going to do as well. Because there's so many versions of him. You have like 25-year-old Harry, or you got 8-year-old Harry. So it's like,
true.
Where on what spectrum are they looking at, to make this figure, but the other 2 that really interest me are the Superman, which it doesn't say which Superman, which is kind of hard. So if it was a Henry Cavill version and Black Adam as well, doesn't really say Dwayne Johnson. So I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be from the film, but I would love to have them posed up against each other. I think that'd be cool, But I'm most of all, if it's Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson, that's probably the one I'm most excited about, honestly. That's a big dude. Okay, it's a big guy, man.
Yeah, I mean, if they give us again, if they give us Christopher Reeves, that's like I said, that's childhood for me. That's a grail for me. So yes, I would love to see it.
That holds so much emotion for people. Christopher Reeves Batman. So I think that would be really special if they do that.
And people buy. Collectors don't buy with their wallets. They buy with their hearts a lot of the time. So like, if it's Christopher Reeves,
what if it's DK?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Speaking of which, we're on to you, Focus. I pretty much know one. I can already say which one. But what are your? Come on, man.
Christian Bale, I got money. Exactly.
Christian Bale.
I was gonna say I'll put money on it.
Christian Bale, bro. 100% Christian Bale. I already know that, like straight up. And here's the thing, though, because it's crazy, because you have the DX. You know what I mean?
I don't have it yet, but I have 2 on the way.
2, woo! See, 2 on the way, right? So and it depends on which version they give us with this, and you're gonna have to like both head sculpts compare the 2 basically to see who nails it better. But let me, we'll just listen to you. Which ones are you interested in, bro?
I love the way Lael thinks he has me figured out. I cannot wait to go to the States. And me and Lael we'll go to Vegas and we'll play some Texas Hold'em. And it won't work out well for you.
Why go to Vegas? Why can't you come to my neck of the woods?
100%. Go to look. Just give me the invite. I have 2. I haven't got any DX19s at the moment. I have 2 on the way. One should be arriving next month, and the other's a second batch from Devil's Workshop, so that might take a while. That was cheap. So I've got the Batpod here, so I'm going to have one of the DX19s on the Batpod with EMP gun, and of course then I have the other DX19 be posed next to the Queen Studio InArt Joker, one of them. So I'll just straight off the bat, there's only 3 things I'm interested here. The Christian Bale Batman, I will have a look, but it would want to be something phenomenal for me to go, I got to commit to that. After having 2 DX19s, I don't have it in hand, but from what I've seen, I've watched every review on that. That's, how I feel about that. So it would really want to be something special, and the price point not too crazy for me to entertain that. But I will definitely be looking. I like Lord of the Rings, but not enough to collect. Superman, I have 1 Superman. It's a Justice League Superman that really pops. I love it. I'm set. The Wonder Woman, I don't have any interest in. So the ones I do have an interest in are, I'll throw an eye on the Christian Bale Batman, that Joaquin Phoenix Joker, if they knock that out of the park. And thank you, Ben. I did not figure out that LE standard for limited edition 1. I think a lot of collectors who collect by rarity are going to be very happy. It's a clever move on their part. And the fact that no one has done that in 6, well, I know there are third parties that done it, but like I've yet to see one that I think nails it in 6 scale articulated figure. I know there's some great statues. So the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, is the one I have my eye on. I want to see what they do with that. The Batman, I've already said in the stream, I'm going to commit to the Hot Toys, the Batman with the bat signal. I think that's a beautiful set. What I'm looking at to see is if Hot Toys don't give us Zoe Kravitz, will they give us a Zoe Kravitz? Because just like those floating shelves that you saw on my Instagram story today, if you haven't, maybe check them out. like that would be perfect to have. There's enough space on them to have the Batman on the diorama with the signal and then a Catwoman next to it. It's just crying out. It's a good use of space because then I don't have to pack all the stuff into a detail. I can keep my kind of a display behind me, but have a nice floating shelf with a scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Joaquin Phoenix Joker, 100%. I'll throw an eye on the Bale Batman, but it would want to be something special to convince me to buy another one. And the Batman, I'm open to seeing what's there. But once bitten, twice shy. I committed to the 2-pack rooted hair, and I also committed to the sculpted because I literally could not make up my mind. If I like them all, I already know how I'm going to display them, so they're not all crammed together. But I always have the option then to offload one of them. Yeah. This whole the 3-day window stuff, nah. I'm gonna wait and I don't have any regrets. If it turns out if those products turn out the way the prototypes do, happy days. But I want to see a bit more. I want to at least you'd be silly. I think you would be silly to order any of these here based on photos without seeing at least that Queen Studio InArt Joker first. Catch yourselves on. Wait until they've released 1/6 scale figure and watch the reviews, at the very least, at the actual in-hand product before committing to any of these when they show you photos. That's personally how I'm going to deal with this. I'll take the risk once, and it is a risk on that Queen Studio InArt. It's a risk because it looks beautiful if they deliver, happy days. But if they don't, a lot of people are going to be very, very annoyed. So I'm not ordering any of these, even if the pictures look phenomenal, until I see that one product dropped first. I think that's sound logic and reasoning.
Once we get that Heath Ledger in hand, then that's going to let us know. Somebody, as you know, also when we were on Mafia, shout out to 6 Scale Mafia, my guy, my brother.
What up, man?
You know, shout out for just the amazing content, my bro.
Can I just finish up? Sorry, can I just finish up one last point? The reason I'm saying to exercise extreme caution there is because I've said it a lot of times before. If the Queen Studio InArt Joker, if it matches the prototype images and the real product is as good, happy days. I think a lot of people are going to be very happy, myself included. However, I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. I don't think the photos I saw of Gandalf is as close to Ian McKellen as the photos of the Queen Studio InArt Joker is as to Heath Ledger. I think there's a bit of a quality gap there. I know they're only images, and I could be way wrong on that. Okay. Just my opinion.
No, I get you. I got you, man. And the thing is, it is going to be important for us to see that figure in hand first. We want to have basically the figures in hand, you know, the Heath Ledger in hand, so you can determine whether or not, you know, your faith in this company going forward. And then always basically, like, for me, sometimes it doesn't start with just one figure. Like, you have to see multiples to really understand the quality. And, you know, because the thing is, one, of course, is their first figure. So they're going to put their all into making that one as amazing and enticing, you know, if anything. So I think it's going to take a few, like getting that one and then waiting till we see like production on the other ones, you know, even prototype, but in productions, because they did kind of guarantee that they want to keep it as close to prototype as possible. And this is what they're saying. You know what I mean? They want to keep it as close. What's his name? Viper? Is that his name?
Viper, yeah.
Yeah, he said that he wants to keep it as close as possible to prototype. So we'll definitely see how that goes at the end of the day. So I'm definitely interested in seeing you know, where that goes. Loco, did we get to you yet already, bro? Are we
not yet. I think
yeah. So what do you think, bro? Like
the gallery go yet?
Yeah,
the gallery went. Yeah, he was.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. So, Loco, which ones kind of
like me the
like?
Most? All right.
Yeah.
Going with if it's Reeves, that's the one that I'm like super hyped for, because I'm, you know, coming late to the game. I see how much he's going for now, and depending on, you know, going with the history of Hot Toys and people displaying and posing and, you know, being a poser, I could literally see this figure falling apart in my hand, and I don't want a dollar for a figure that's going to fall apart in my hand. So
true.
There's that. Now, on the turning point, what Mafia has said earlier in the chat was that maybe this is Cavill and Gal Gadot because of, you know, if it's current DC, then this means I could go and get my, you know, Cyborg and my Justice League straight up, that I can get my Justice League done properly. So imagine a Jason Momoa head sculpt with the rooted hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
Like it will give me that nice, collage, an attempt to get everything back. Now, something that hints to it is the Ben Affleck Batman, who is above Wonder Woman and Superman.
Yeah.
So that's the hint that I'm seeing there. So, shout out to Mafia for pointing, that out. Also, what excites me is not only Black Adam. I'm waiting to see what Hot Toys delivers and then what they deliver. What's going to be different? Because if I don't get all the tchotchkes and all the hot, items that go with the figure, I may have to go, and I like to play with my stuff. I want options. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like options. And I see that InArts with the Joker, they gave us options. They gave us metal, miniature bullets to go into the magazine.
Yeah.
And put it into the actual, gun itself. So, with that being said, I'm not doubting them. I just want to see what they're gonna have when they dish out. Now, Harry Potter is something that interests me because my wife had expressed interest in getting those as for a 6-scale collection, to have her own collection. She's like, she's okay with Wanda. She's okay with any of the female characters in Marvel, but she's more of a DC girl. So Wonder Woman is right up that alley. Also, Harry Potter's her jam. She has all the books. We've watched all the movies. We even planned on binge watching one of these weekends, just to binge watch all the Harry Potter and just see how all the story ties in together with Fantastic Beasts, and just do it like that. You know what I mean? And I'm into it as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Granted, Harry Potter is a ripoff of Star Wars, but I'm not going to go that far. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Leia knows what I'm talking about. So anyway, I am excited to see that. Lord of the Rings, I could care less about because it's not my cup of tea. I can't sit through the movie, without breaking it up in segments. And sometimes I'm like, okay, what did this happen? It's too long for me to sit down and watch, like 3 10-hour movies. Okay. So, but I know there's a fan base for it. If they knock it out of the park, I think the only person that I would get for Lord of the Rings will be Legolas, period. Gotta have my archers. Yeah, man. With that being said, man, I'm amped up, and I'm also excited to see what our boy Nickel Wise is going to do with that Pennywise. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what he does with that Pennywise, man, because
he's going to bite it.
Yeah, he's
yeah. My thing is with a lot of these though, like Pennywise, the Batman. I mean, quite a few of them to some extent. I honestly think are so near perfect already at Hot Toys. Like, how can they be any better? Like, like I'd rather just see something different.
Yeah, exactly. I like even stuff that they're not going to make again. I would love to see if they did a Terminator, because I missed out on that, and like I'd love to pick up one, and especially if they were to increase the quality, which we stop that flaking issue with the jacket, or a RoboCop or something like that. But they are. Is there anything on this list besides Lord of the Rings and Paul Atreides that Hot Toys haven't done? Okay, yeah, they have. Fair enough. They have actually. There's a lot on this list that they haven't done, but they've done multiple Batmans, Wonder Woman, Supermans.
Well, I think for me though, when it comes to InArts, because I think where their innovation is going to come with is the technology that they use. Like, again, we did get a DX version of the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker. People who had that figure, they pretty much were excited about it. But it's the technology that InArts is using, especially with the swap out hands from the forearm, where it's not, you don't see like the joints. If they're going to go seamless, on, again, with the Wonder Woman figure, if we're going to see that, what's the innovation there? Is it going to be silicone based? Is it going to be, we don't know how it's going to be. Again, also we've learned that there, certain things are going to be articulated, such as the fingers. We could see something like that as well. you know, there's so many different ways that they can evolve with these figures. You know, if a lot of them are going to have like that PERS technology, how they're going to do it. You know, I think that they're looking at the competition and saying, okay, what can we do better? What can we? And the thing is, the reason why I'm interested in like the Wonder Woman and the Superman is because, especially Superman, bro, we've gotten a few versions. You know, to be quite honest, like we've only gotten like, what was it? The Man of Steel. We got the Justice League. You know what I mean? And now we're also getting the Black Suit, which is going to be coming soon. It's going to be interesting. And even with the Henry Cavill version, we might get Black Suit and the, you know, regular suit, the regular version. Who knows? You know, if we get that, you know, that version of the figure. Wonder Woman, you know, there's a potential that we can actually see their interpretation of the golden armor. And that would be crazy if they give us, because anybody who has the golden armor right now knows it's a beautiful figure, but the articulation on that figure is limited, very limited. The wings, of course, but I mean, there's nothing I can say wrong about this figure because I love it. I have two. So, you know, there's nothing that I can say that's wrong about it. But I just think that there's room for InArt to say, okay, let's show our hands and show you how, you know, what way to do it. But the biggest thing that I'm excited about is innovation, and that now we have differences. We have our, you know, if we want to go to a different route and we don't want to collect from Hot Toys, you know, we could go to InArts. You know, we can go to these different companies and say, okay, cool, we can kind of just spread the wealth and, you know, buy variances and, you know, see which, you know, basically works, you know, better. Right. I have the right to choose. We have more choices now. So I think that that's one of the biggest things that, you know, we can stand to see from InArts when it comes to these, and giving us, and they are already capitalizing on that limited edition Joker Joaquin Phoenix that Hot Toys missed the mark on. And I don't for the life of me understand how they did that and why they did that, especially for an Academy Award winning film with an Academy Award winning actor. Come on, man. Like what the hell? Like, I don't know. Maybe there was licensing, you know, agreements with the likeness, whatever. But if InArts is doing it now, then obviously we know that it's not an issue. So what was it? And in knowing that right now, InArts, this list is out, do you think Hot Toys is going to try to jump the gun and say, oh, we got to put one out now? Is it already too late for them by now?
I don't think so. You know, it's possible. Anything's possible on the sun in regards to 6-scale stuff, because remember Cable. Remember Cable.
Yeah.
Green Goblin and Doc Ock. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like they attacked the third market quick. You know what I mean? But they strategize differently. But we never understand why Hot Toys do what they do and what rhyme or reason why they do it. We only know that whatever new is coming out, the prices will go higher, and we have to be a little bit more strategic in what we buy, because now there's other avenues of actual licensed products that's not just Hot Toys that can give us the bang for our buck. Now we just have to wait to see if they deliver, like Focus said. If they deliver, then Hot Toys is really in trouble in the sense of competition, because think about it, competition is always good. You got Burger King, McDonald's, White Castle, Wendy's, right? And none of them hold a candle to like Five Guys, Smash Burger, and all the other actual homemade patties. You know what I mean? Like those are chains that are like, oh no, this is the fresh joint. You know what I mean? This is not the frozen joint. This is the fresh joint. So, you know, you pay more for quality than you do for volume. So, definitely. Just be aware with your wallet. Just be aware with your wallet.
I'm just interested in see how well Focus can keep the figures clean, because I know it will be clean in his display, especially on the walls. Depending on the figure that he gets, if he gets the I can't do it. I'll fucking laugh at myself, bro. But I can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried to send you like several voice notes during the week, but I just kept laughing. I couldn't finish them.
Bro, and that's the thing, like, bro, you didn't let me make me wreck the last one that I got, bro, because the shit was fucking, oh man. But we can all say that what we're most anticipated about is to see which figure Alan is going to get and which one he's going to do photography on, because that will probably be the figure that will be like, damn, I got to get it now because of that. You know what I mean? I got to get it now. Like, you know what I mean? And here's the thing, like,
predictions.
Okay, let me ask y'all really a quick question. This is here. Okay, what figure on this list do you think is likely to get attention on this list? Do you think is the least?
Mirror.
Which is
Mirror.
Everybody keeps
Mirror.
saying the same.
Mirror. You know why? Here's
Up,
why,
man.
No.
They ain't put her name on there.
On the wall.
Listen.
Which version? No. That's
No.
cartoon version. That's what they're gonna give us.
Comic book version. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They like nah.
Nah. Listen, Mirror. Here's why.
Everybody's saying mirror out there. That's fucked up.
Listen,
Damn.
no. Here's why. Because a person's reputation of another individual who has his own reputation that's never been tainted before is now stained for life because of a lie and money. And this is distasteful in every community, regardless if it's figure community, art community, actors guild, all of that. Personally, people lying about somebody and they rep, like all we have is our word and our bond. And if you say my bond ain't worth nothing and you didn't give me the opportunity to prove my bond and my word, it's like it catches this big cloud over you that's not even yours.
Yeah.
To begin with, you get what I'm saying? People throwing shade at you for a whole hell of a reasons, and this right there is going to be the backlashes of backlashes. Granted, you can love the character and the way it was portrayed in the film, and ain't nobody gonna judge you for that. But because people have a distaste for the whole line and defamation and all that other stuff, they will speak volumes with their why. Like, we don't want them. Like, for instance, the individual who shall not be named was booted from the film publicly.
Yeah.
So that says we're going to get someone new from this. Do I get this mirror or do I wait for the 2.0 that's in the second film when it drops? So that's the consensus, specifically with those who feel like, okay, she's pretty, but I can't help but get what taste out of my mouth for that I got from before. Doo-doo.
Yeah.
It's doo-doo. Straight up doo-doo.
And here's the thing, bro. I'm surprised that that they made an announcement that they're going to release a mirror figure, and they didn't even say anything about an Aquaman.
And that is weird, because was the Lost Kingdom, right? And that was in the photos when they were giving us our whole preview from before. So I'm surprised that wasn't up here, before the mirror, honestly.
Yeah. That's the one that I'm extremely surprised about, that they didn't do that. Now, that's that. I mean, I don't know.
What would you do?
What you do? It wasn't.
I couldn't help myself. It was just low-lying fruit.
I guess we stepped right in that one.
There it is.
Oh, gotcha.
It wasn't me. It was the dogs.
Yo, I don't. And everybody's basically keeps saying that Amelia Clark as Mira would be dope. But she already publicly said that she doesn't want to take that role because, again, she doesn't want to take it away from someone who's already portraying it. And on top of that, in danger that there would be backlash. And she even felt as though that right now that character is tainted because of so much backlash and stuff like that. So she doesn't want that. And I don't disagree with her. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to.
I just want to make a point here. Like, I haven't been following the trial really, but I just heard bits and pieces, and I know the general consensus. But I'm a big rock fan. Like rock music. I listen to a lot of like metal and stuff like that. And if I just took all of the artists that I love their music and went, oh well, that he did something wrong, and he did something wrong, and he did something wrong, I wouldn't be able to listen to any music anymore. A lot of these artists, whether they're actors or painters or poets or musicians or directors, a lot of them have done some messed up stuff.
Yeah.
So like if you were to like go through them all and be really moralistic and take that high ground, like a lot of your artists that you know and love, none of them are perfect. A lot of them actually tortured souls, and I'm definitely not making any excuses for what this person has done, but or I don't know even if have they done. I'm just getting secondhand stuff from the media, or whatever. Like I don't really care too much. I just it does seem all a bit messed up. But I think you can see my point. Like there's a lot of artists we know and love that definitely aren't perfect either. Like so if I wanted the character, I'd buy the character because I'd separate the character from the individual that plays the character.
Exactly, but this is what I was going with saying before, because we're in a different climate of people. For collectors like us who can see past it and get it, like we're saying what is going to be the failure because we're going with what is basically the norm. The norm is cancel culture. That's the norm. So the best thing to do is like, oh yeah, I don't want that. But if we look past all this nonsense that's happening in the media, right? All the court stuff and whatever, and can you appreciate the figure, the beauty, the majestic, and is it one-to-one? That's basically what it is down to the figure for itself. So basically, for me, I agree with what Focus is saying. At the same time, we do all agree that people are not going to get this mirror because of the culture, the environment, the climate, basically, of what's going on. And some of us are like, she didn't really do much in the film anyway. We want Moa. We don't want anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a nice companion piece. She looked good, but what did she do?
You know what? Here's the thing. I would give it. I'd get this figured for one particular reason and one particular reason only. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
That's pretty much why I would get it.
The Nightmare League.
The Nightmare League, exactly. I'd get it just for that, just to have her posed up with the rest of them. We know we're getting a cyborg. We're getting that Nightmare Batman. We know that there's a third-party Flash out there that you could actually get.
Yeah, the diecast.
Yeah, the diecast suit. You can actually get that in this mirror, like, and then that Joker. Like, it makes the most sense. You know what I mean? Like to do it that way if you want to do it. So I mean, I'd be interested if it's here. Here's the thing, and I said this even with everything that kind of went down with the whole with Star Wars and what's her name again?
I need someone. Strong Arm Girl. I forgot her name.
What is her name?
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune. I forget her. I forget her name. The actress's name. Everybody out in the chat just kind of remind me.
Gina Carrera.
Gina Carano.
Yeah,
Gina Carano. Yeah, Gina Carano. With everything that basically happened with that, I'm like, you know what? That basically aside, I really wanted that figure. Same. Because I wanted to kind of complete. And then she was in the original, so I wanted that figure. You know what I mean? And I still want a Cara Dune figure. That's what I want, a Cara Dune figure. I can care less about what happened. I mean, granted, what was said, being in, the anti-Semitic. I mean, come on, man. We know that's out there. And there's been a lot of people who have said a lot of things, and that right there, it was a careless, it was the words and the way she worded it was kind of dumb. She shouldn't have did that. But at the same time, I loved her portrayal as the character. And you know what's really funny right now? That there's a con going on and she's making an appearance with the other actors at this con for Star Wars. So we could see her back. I'm not going to go there right now, but we could see it. But my whole point is I'm looking at the figure. I'm not looking at that person's personal life and what's going on in the public eye. I'm looking at the figure. You know what I mean? So that's, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anybody who basically looks at what happened with Will Smith at the Oscars, if you got that dead shot, you already know that figure's crazy.
But you know that I obviously, do you remember I literally sold it on the stream, my Will Smith Man in Black figure, because I think, just to kind of juxtapose some of the opinions, like I think, like, yes, they are the character and you've got to separate the character from the actor and things like that, but it has their face. Do you know what I mean? So like
that's the image.
Like for me personally, and everyone I'm sure has different opinions and things, but for me, I was so disgusted by the actions of Will Smith that I didn't want to look at his face every day, you know, in my cabinet. So it offended me on a couple of levels, but like it also was sad for me because I was like, you've just kind of tarnished something that I do love, which is Men in Black and his performances and his character and his portrayal and stuff. So, you know, like it's hard. And I mean, Cara Dune is such an important character for Star Wars and for, you know, I want my little girl to kind of look up to Cara Dune sort of thing. So I'm kind of the mind of like, you know, hopefully she can kind of come to an agreement with Disney and maybe some kind of apologize if things have offended certain people, and get to that point. But if not, I want them to recast that because I just think the character is so important. But there's not many, you know, she did do such a great job, and it would be hard shoes to fill. I think figures are an exception because they are literally the person, you know. As well as the character. So, but it's an interesting one.
Yeah,
it is.
I just can't see Mirror on my shelf though. Like personally, for me, I can't see Mirror on my shelf and not think of doo-doo on the bed.
Think of what?
Have a little 1/6 scale poop.
1/6 scale turds. You know what I mean?
Hold up. Did I miss something? What did she do?
She
crapped the bed.
She definitely
allegedly
on the bed. Allegedly, or the dog. One of the two. We're not sure which one. Who's lying here, the dog or her? So
she admitted it later.
That she did it.
That she did it. She admitted it later.
Wow.
So imagine you have to be one crazy individual to poop angry. To have an angry poo. You ever had an angry poo?
Yeah. She needs to.
That's how far removed. That's how far removed I am from this crowd because
it's how you tell them, man.
Well, listen, my delivery is not going to be exact. You know what I mean? My delivery is comical because here's the thing.
See, now you're saying delivery, and I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Exactly. But I don't know. All aspect. The figure can be rock on amazing. It may sway me to look at it from a different lens, right? But then if for shits and giggles, I'll turn around and just look at it.
Here's my thing. This is my thing, and I've learned this firsthand, bro. I learned this in life in general, bro. Like all of us, each and every one of us, no matter how kind-hearted and giving we may think we are, and what we do in the best of interests, we have done something that has offended somebody on a level, whereas they're like, you know what? Yeah, I can't really support this person anymore. Like I can't really, and we might have, why? Well, why? I mean, I didn't think, I did, but you did. You know what I mean? But you did. I might have done something on this channel that offended a couple of people, and they might have unsubscribed. I have to be careful with my words, but at the same time, I'm not careful with my opinion because everybody has an opinion, and if I see something that's wrong, I'm gonna call it out. But I don't know her as a person. I don't know Gina Carano as a person. I don't even know Will Smith. I mean, I just know that in the public eye, what he did, and my personal opinion of what he did, it comes from a totally different perspective. Because number one, I have to keep it within the culture. It was a black man smacking another black man on stage in front of people. And that to me was completely wrong. Actually, and already knowing what we have done to fight to get a spot on that stage, to fight to be represented. You know what I mean? And what he did, I said to myself, Hattie McDaniels has to be rolling over in her grave right now. Like, I can't believe you did that. After everything I went through, after everything Sidney Poitier went through, after everything that, you know, Harry Belafonte and everybody else who came before, after what they went through, to see something like that on stage, I'm like, come on, man. But at the same time, Will Smith is human. He just acted out on aggression, anger, hurt, and it came from a different place. And now he's suffering because of it. Somebody said, you know, Robert Downey Jr. We know that what he dealt with drugs all his life, but he was a turnaround and we supported him.
Yeah.
You know, right now, Ezra Miller, which could be deemed as somebody who's extremely psycho, or he just can't hold his liquor. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we know that. I still have that Flash figure. Am I giving it up right now? No, because I'm a completionist, and it completes, you know, my stance. So I'm not doing that. But I look at it as everyone who's made a mistake out there. Is there a level of atonement? Now, this girl, she did something to an actor, somebody, and damaged somebody who's their credibility, who, number one, who's already been through something. And his story speaks volumes for it. And is he getting vindication right now? And the thing is, it's crazy because I look at certain studios, it's just quick to say, you know what? Nope, you're out. Without even finding out, because you're so worried that it's going to tarnish your studio. I completely understand that. But again, I mean, it is what it is. But from a figure standpoint, it's a tough situation, man. It's really, really, really tough to kind of gauge that. You know, there's a few people like Mafia said that he's not getting the Pedro Pascal head sculpt because he doesn't like him. And I get that. I get, you know, other people's opinion on certain things, and and that's cool, and I understand that. Me myself, I try to, you know, stay in aroma collecting and just keep it there and stay away from politics and stuff like that, because if I got in that, I'd probably be sick to my stomach. Yeah, I think okay, Gallery, you have to leave out, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, no, it's no problem, man, because we're gonna be closing out here in a minute. Anyway, it was great having you here. It's great having everybody out here, man. It's been such a great show. You know, let's start with you, Gallery, first, man. What you got going on, man? What you got going on in your part of the world and within the collecting community, man? What's going on?
Not much at all, to be honest, mate. I think, as I said, I'm kind of winding down, like picking things up. I think the next, what am I going to get next? Not even sure. Maybe the Bat Pod. But yeah, just kind of, you know, winding down, taking some shots of the stuff that I've got. Waiting on a few custom sculpts, actually. It's a custom Thanos one that I've got coming at some point, which should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just doing the regular Instagram thing.
Definitely, man. Well, we're so glad to have you here, bro. So glad that you know, it was last minute, but you said, yeah, I'll be there, man, no doubt. And I was like, yeah, come on. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, man. So happy to basically see you back. So let's go. Again, people, if you haven't already followed this man's journey, come on, man. Incredible work as always. So glad to see you here. So glad to have you here. You always have a space here. Whenever you want to be on, you just let me know. Hey, man, can I jump in? I'll be like, hell yeah, you could jump in, bro. You always have a place here, man. So
and he likes handcuffs.
Yeah, so glad to have you here, man. So we do appreciate that. So yeah, whenever you want to get back on with us, man, just let us know, man. All right.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, man. We'll see you definitely. We'll see you later, man.
See you guys.
All right, peace out, brother. Well, peace out.
Don't forget the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Keep that between us in the chat, man.
Got you, man. Definitely got you on that one, man.
Tell the wife now.
Definitely, man. But before we close out with everybody, man, quick question. You know, and I'm just gonna round table with everybody who's left here. Foreseeable future, as far as collecting is going, do you think it's trending, you know, in the right direction, or do you think that we got a lot of worries ahead of us when it comes to this pricing? Focus, I'll start with you first. And just make sure that you keep the content clean, very clean for everybody who's still here.
It's going to be cleaner than Amber Heard anyway, I'll tell you that.
Oh, man.
Don't shout at me now. Don't shout at me now.
Look, it doesn't matter if it's a liter of petrol or gas, what as you call it in the States, or your a bottle of beer, a pint of milk, baby formula, a car, your rent, your mortgage, or Hot Toys figures. Things aren't getting cheaper. That's just the way it is. And like it's not just because of what happened in the last 2 years. Inflation has been a thing, and it's been going on since banks and currencies were first started doing what they were doing. So it's only ever going to get more expensive. That's pretty much it. Like, so it's up to you to, I suppose, manage your finances and kind of whether you're kind of investing in things or whether you're kind of saying, right, I'm not going to get anything. I think the best thing you should do is just pick a, no pun intended, a focus for your collection. Like, I'm not a completionist at all. I'm not. Just pick the ones that I actually really, really love, and don't get like sidetracked by someone who tells you X or Y. Is collect the things you like, and every now and then you just have to maybe offload if you want the latest version of Doctor Strange or Iron Man. Maybe look at the one in your collection that you have that you like the least, and use your collection to fund your collection. So it's going to get more expensive because everything's getting more expensive, and just cull your collection every now and then. I personally don't sell, so it's actually very, very hard. But also, as you have seen, if you're watching any streams and even you've been on the panel, like the in joke is Lael says, "You're going to get this." I already know you're not going to get this. I already know you're going to get this, and that's the joke. But because I pick and choose so much, I can afford then to splurge on 3 Queen Studio InArt Jokers or 2 DX19 because I turn a lot of stuff down, and even a lot of stuff I really, really like and really want, but it's just not for me. So it's going to get more expensive, folks. You need to be really selective. Don't be a completionist.
Definitely, man. Appreciate your insight, man, because that's definitely true. Cam, what you think, man?
Oh shoot! Oh, I'm back. Okay, sorry. So like Focus said, nothing is gonna get cheaper, as you see. Because we were sitting here, and I think what was it, like 2 months ago, we were looking at Gilgamesh when he came out. And we were like $270. For some invisible hands. Yeah, right.
And nice boots.
And some nice boots. The boots were highlighted. I can't believe that still. And now we're looking at Doctor Strange with $335. So it's just gonna go up. That's it. You know, and especially when as the popularity of these shows and of the fans grow and expand to different communities and different backgrounds and religions. Because we have Kamala Khan coming. And she's the first Muslim figure, I believe, right?
Yes.
If we get a figure, so that could also because she's Pakistani. And I believe the release that Disney was saying is that they're actually going to show it in theaters in Pakistan to kind of promote and kind of push it. So as we see the popularity of these things go up, so goes the price. So man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I do agree. Attention, my man Ben. What you think, bro?
Yeah, look, prices are going up, but the quality is going up. Like the quality of these things is going up.
Good point.
So it's kind of a natural progression. You've got InArt now entering the game, and they've upped the kind of innovation and the quality and everything like that to kind of justify their price. So, I interesting though, because InArt's obviously Warner Brothers, isn't it? And I was talking to a friend about like a utopian 1/6 scale kind of world where InArt look after your kind of Warner Brothers franchises, and then Hot Toys only focus on Marvel and Star Wars and just kind of stay in their lane with that. And then the 1/6 scale kind of third parties cover everything else, sort of thing. And it was just an interesting chat I was having with someone about that kind of utopian ideal of maybe getting competition, but at the same time everyone kind of having, and in that way we're getting what we want, like a bloody Suicide Squad.
I knew that was coming too, bro. I definitely knew that was coming.
Sandman, don't forget Sandman.
He was setting that one up. He was setting it up. He was setting the stage for it.
So he was waiting to deliver it.
Yeah, he set the stage for it, so we knew it was coming. So I love that, bro. Yeah, man, I get it, man. Last but not least, my man Loco, bro. What's up, man? Real quick before you go, man, we got a $10 super chat by Philly Billy, man. Awesome topics to talk on, man. Thank you very much, man. Like, thank you for the generosity, and everybody else who actually sent through a super chat, man. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes. So, first and foremost, hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yes.
Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are a subscriber, make sure you hit the bell notification so you can always see when we pop up on time, late or early, whenever. Because remember, this is YouTube, not the news. But we do talk about the news, and the news is always something fun. So do that. And if you catch this on the replay, leave a comment. You know what I mean? As far as collecting goes with this prices and stuff, man, it's never gonna change. Nothing's new under the sun, baby. I've said it before. Nothing's new under the sun. So be smart with your purchases. Be smart with what you're collecting. Don't be a hoarder and try to get everything and everything at the same time when your house is not standing. If your house is not standing, you have nothing to house your stuff.
Yeah.
Home comes first. Take care of home and then go and get these collectibles.
Yeah.
Prices are always going to go up. And we know that this is the Disney brand. This is the Marvel brand. This is the Star Wars brand. Everything is going up. So, man, we were complaining about that Gilgamesh, but that head sculpt that head sculpt is perfect though. That
it is.
It's perfect. But just be selective with what you buy, when you buy it, and whom you buy from.
Exactly.
Because not everybody has to go to Mothership to get something. Because if your idea is points, you're incentivized to buy points, but your timeline restricted to a year of thus point came to you. So it's not wise to do that, period. It's best to look for the best deals, best bang for your buck, how quickly you could acquire the figure according to your privy, and then get thus figure. Don't rush and be the first, and don't worry about being the last. Worry about things that are important, because this is a hobby. If this stresses you out, you shouldn't be in the hobby.
Definitely, man. Again, thanks everybody for basically coming today. It's been such an amazing discussion. Had so much fun with it. Again, this is an amazing panel. This is my crew, my brothers. This is like the highlight of the start of my week. This is like pretty much my favorite show, because we just off the top talk about things, nothing planned, nothing scheduled. Thanks to everybody out there for, again, coming on board and enjoying the content and stuff that we actually going on. I'm gonna stay with you first, Loco, man. What you got going on, man? What you got coming up?
Well, later tonight, we got Take Your Position on Iron Logan's channel, where all of us are gonna, be doing what we do best with these figures, and let's pose them up, baby. Got that. Then later on, I have my first shift at work for the first time, and that's gonna be fun. And then once my schedule clears out, you'll see me on Geeking Out, or usually on the Wednesdays. You'll see me on Figure Flex Friday. You'll see me everywhere else where I seem to just kick a door down and be like, "Let me in. Where's my link? Where's my link?" That's how I roll. You know what I mean? I'm more of like that cousin's like, "Yo, I got a 6-pack. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I got the 6-pack." But that's me. That's me. And also Figure Flex Friday. Listen, we have the May Mashup Madness. Don't forget to hit the hashtag May Mashup Madness.
Yes.
Don't forget to hit the hashtag Figure Flex Friday, because it is on Figure Flex Friday. Double up with the hashtags just in case we get yours seen through the show. Contest is up. My brother upstairs has everything sorted out. So be sure you do that, and stay tuned to the 1/6 Scale Man and everyone else here who has a channel. Hit the subscribe button and hit those like buttons.
Make sure you do. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
1/6 Figure Focus, and besides making sure that the DTOF is nice and clean.
You can drink anything as long as it's a Corona. You can drink anything as long as it's a Corona.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, their sales are down, so you got to support the cause. Like,
That's
You
true.
know,
That's true.
that's actually a fact. Their sales dropped over the last
No,
few years.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder
weird how
why.
we're strange individuals. Not while I'm around. But,
Economics.
yeah, exactly. I like the underdog. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like I said it multiple times already, I love collecting. I love taking photos of the collection. I love editing videos. I love making videos. But the main thing is actually connecting with people, whether they're in the chat or whether they're just on the panel as well. So it's just nice it's a great time to sit down, have beer, and just have a chat about collecting. And it's always positive. So I really enjoy it. What's going on the channel? Well, if you haven't followed me already, if you go over to YouTube, or you're on YouTube now, you're close enough. Just go 16Figure Focus and hit that subscribe button. Check it out first. If you don't like it, I don't expect you to subscribe. I wouldn't subscribe to a channel where I wasn't getting some sort of value or enjoying the content. But I'm on 630, so my kind of next milestone, I've set my next target is 750 subs. So just kind of slowly working towards that. Yesterday, I uploaded 3 videos. They're all pre-order preview videos. One of the new R2-D2, one of the Battle Droids, and one of that Multiverse of Madness. Because even though I didn't like the film, I do think it's phenomenal, even though it's overpriced. A bit of a different one today. If you've been following my channel, you've seen my collection tour, you'll know that I have 3 floating shells. I completed the pyramid and I added another one. So I have one at the top, 2 and 2. It's on my Instagram if you want to check it out. And I'm going to do a video on that. I recorded the process. Listen, I am not a DIY expert. If I can do it, anyone can do it. They're really, really easy to hang. They're really cheap. They're really light. And they look classy for $8 a pop. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, I'll probably upload that video either tonight or tomorrow night. Yeah. And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at 16Figure Focus, and follow everyone here as well. Thank you.
Yes, 16Figure Focus. Come on, man. You know what it is. It's not just the guy who keeps everything nice and clean. So don't worry about that. He keeps his display clean, but he also brings the heat. So
and next week, I'm going to pick out a few lines from another Michael Jackson classic.
Wow. Hit that line again, that angry line again.
Yeah.
Hit that line again.
Yeah, that's
That's a way I want you to know. You got it. Listen, everyone in the chat, you got to do me a favor. Listen to Man in the Mirror tonight, and just listen to that one line. He puts some sauce on. It's outstanding. It's amazing stuff.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Thanks everybody for coming through. My man, Killer Cam. What's going on, bro? What you got?
What's going on, man?
Brother?
Thank you for having me as always, man.
As
This is
always,
definitely, like you guys said, definitely the funnest part, I think, of all of our weeks. So we love being here. Love talking to you guys in the chat. Love talking to you guys on here about just things that happen in a week, and it's super unscripted. And I love that's my favorite part about this. So I just released a video finally of the Hot Toys 6 scale Avengers Infinity War Captain America review, and it's a posing video as well. Next week I plan on dropping the video for Star-Lord review and posing video as well. And if you guys want to check out more videos or just see what I'm up to on a daily basis, you can check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Cam's Collection, no apostrophe S. By the way, I'm looking on here, and there's another kid on here with Cam's Collection. It says Cam's, right? It's some 4-year-old boy playing with Tonka trucks. That ain't me, y'all.
He doesn't have a beard.
That ain't me. He ain't got no beard. He's in pajamas. So that's not me. Okay, don't follow that kid.
He has 4.2 million subscriptions.
I'm like, no,
and he's
ain't no way. Ain't no way this kid is stealing subscribers from me. Yeah, so that's not me, not the Yu-Gi-Oh kid, and not the guy that says Cam's Kicks. I'm not collecting Yeezys, okay?
Yo,
I'm gonna change my name, y'all. It's getting a little complicated now.
Yo, you need to put Cam's DMV collectibles.
Yeah,
bro.
I have to switch it up a bit.
Just change your name.
I'll let you know if I switch it. I'll let you know.
6 scale Cam. There you go.
There you go.
Damn
6 scale Cam.
Okay.
There you go.
Eric's collection.
Sounds good.
Kind of has a ring to it. I kind of like that.
6 scale Cam. There
And
you
it tells
go,
them
man. Why
it's about
not?
collecting.
You're welcome.
By the end of the week, I'm gonna let everybody know, and then it'll be like an alert. Okay, if things change.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Thank you again for having me, though, bro.
As always, man, you already know this is home. This is always home, man. My man, attention seeker geek, Ben. What's up, brother? What you got coming up, man?
Well, I love being here. I love being here. Like Sundays afternoons, usually I go to my dark place, starting the week. But like you guys, you pick me up. This is amazing. This is really good, and everyone in the chat is just so supportive and fantastic, and the conversation's flowing. It's all beautiful stuff. My channel. Oh, I've got a new logo, by the way. There you go. That's Kit Fisto there. So that's that, and you can find me over at Attention Seeking Geek. I'm one away from 550, so can one of you, just one of you, go and sub me up. It looks nicer, 150 to 149. But I've got my recent Medicom toy 1/6 scale Kick-Ass figure review on there. So it's a bit of a retro review of a figure that's really old that no one cares about anymore. And there is my review of WandaVision. And I'm dressed as Wanda. So if you sat there on a Sunday evening thinking, I want to watch a man in drag review Multiverse of Madness, then
bring the handcuffs.
Perfect.
Then my channel is the place for you.
Don't forget.
Other than that, I will be on Triple G Comics on Tuesday evening at 7:30 British time for Boys and Their Toys, which is a bit of a show we do where we kind of like look at the smaller scale figures and stuff. So we're doing a bit of a focus on Playmates figures.
Okay.
Focus.
So yeah, nice. So yeah, that's kind of everything that
Boys and Their Toys.
The worst part is I'm looking at Loco Lou and I'm like, he wants to say something. But I'm like, he's thinking of something weird to say.
He said boys and their toys, and all he think of is handcuffs.
I know. He just keeps going back to the handcuffs.
Doctor Strange in his pink fluffy handcuffs. Make it happen, Hot Toys.
Playmates, weren't they the company that made the original like 90s Turtles?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to do like a little retro look at the old Playmate stuff, and it's
they
just a bit
released
of a
them.
general convo.
They re-released them, didn't they? They re-released them. Yeah, that's cool set.
Yeah, definitely, man. Again, appreciate these guys here so much for what they bring to the collecting world and to the panel itself and to all of you guys. It's been a great discussion. We have so much fun. We have fun behind the scenes. We have fun when we're on camera, and it's all because of y'all out there and everybody's actually participating and coming on board. Thank you guys for basically holding out with us this, lovely afternoon. Again, we'll be back next week with some more topics. It's going to be crazy. We bring it to you every Sunday. It's like Relax Sunday. Drinks on me, everybody out there. So love y'all. Thank you for being here. Everybody out in the chat. Till next week, you know what time it is. Again, remember, one thing I do want you to remember, everybody who's actually watching out there, keep in mind that there is the Force of May giveaway that is still going on right now. It is the quarter scale in Grogu deluxe set, courtesy of my bro, Collector Zone Marcos. We've teamed up. We have this incredible giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe and become a member of the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Go over there to Collector Zone on Facebook. Become a member of the Collector Zone Cantina. Tell us why you like Star Wars, your favorite character, and why that character relates to you. So definitely you want to do that. This is going to be running the entire month of May till the end of May, where the winner will be announced on the 30th, which is the last day of Star Wars Celebration. I will be there live at Celebration, at Disney, at the actual Anaheim Convention Center, making that announcement of who won this gift. So stay tuned for that. Again, you want to subscribe, become a member of the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, and then also head over to Collector Zone on Facebook, Collector Zone Cantina. Let Marcos know why you love Star Wars, your favorite character, and why that character relates to you. And you can win this for free, a free quarter scale figure. I will be sending to you. The box is right here, brand new, unopened. So definitely want to do that, man. But again, thanks everybody for basically being here, being on board with us. We love you guys. Till next week, again, keep the positivity going. We love y'all. Again, at the end of the day, stay handcuffed.